Hello, I'm Sid Heresy. Welcome to the Electronic Dojo. Oh my scheisse. Addy, I was being silly. I'm gonna show my other hand. I was being silly. I knew you meant back, but then I read it afterwards, and I was like, oh, it was back. And then I was like trying to think of like my favorite Beck songs, and of course Loser comes to mind because that's everybody. You think of Beck, you think of Loser. But I was trying to go deep cuts, so I was bringing up like, you know, Sea Change, which is a really good record. I honestly think it's underrated. It's not as good as is it El Guero? That's probably one of my favorite albums of Beck. And then I thought maybe it was Jeff Beck. Uh-oh!
Super guy, my favorite kill streamers.
Mr. Chainsaw! With the 5 months? Mate, that's legend. It's a legend. Thank you so much. Super Guile. Chill like chili. Hey, Razor Girl, welcome in as well. But, no, then I thought Jeff Beck, and then I was like, well, maybe it's Beck. There's beer. I never drank Beck beer. It just, once I found out it had nothing to do with the artist, I was just not, I was kind of mad. Like I'd been fooled. And like I raged, and I've just never had one. That's not true. I think I was in a hotel bar once, and they're like, all we have is Beck. And I was like, all right, give me a Loser. Anyways, that's terrible. How's your week going? How's everybody's weekend going? I hope it's good. It's fun, exciting, and a level of awesome that they just write songs about. There we go. So today we are going to, we got this Alpha Juno 2. Or Juno Alpha Juno, I don't know. I realized like when I was making the title for the stream, I was like, I don't think that's the name in the right order. Or maybe it is. No, it says Alpha Juno 2, so I got it all backwards. I don't know about that. That's gonna piss some people off. I welcome it. I welcome it. So, the screen's all jacked up. It just kind of produces jargon. Can't read it. Stupid shit like that. Pretty likely that it's the turbo encabulator. There'll be something wrong with the biphasic waning shafts. We'll have to adjust them so that side bubbling gets to zero. Zero side bubbling is always optimal whenever dealing with a dual lunar wane shaft. And for those of you who don't know what I mean, I think it's probably a cap. Usually those screens will get all glitchy and stuff when I've seen it, and it was because because of a cap. Like either the display driver's timing cap is all, or you know, something along those lines. It's fixable, but I'm not looking forward to taking that goddamn thing apart. I remember it's like a little tank with with keys. Keys. You didn't miss anything, mate. We just started. We're like 6 minutes into this bitch. 6.5. Technically 5, because I think I spent like a minute and a half just making noises. It's kind of how the stream starts out. I just do like a lot of, you know, Mac from Always Sunny, and then I kind of start to get dizzy, and I sit down and let the stars entertain me. It's great stuff. Yeah, we got a repair on the Rolando Juno Alpha Doso, and then we have we got soldering. It uses this kind of, it's like I think it's a 7 segment. It might be a dot matrix actually. I think it's a dot matrix display. Like it has the little blocks for the characters. We can look it up on the schematic and kind of see what we're gonna need to, what could possibly be the cause before we even get in there. That might be kind of smart. Kind of. I did want to. We were soldering a project, and then we ended the stream, and I kind of want to finish where we were on this. I just want to get the resistors finished on this project, and then we can set it aside out of the way. But it's like going to bed with dishes in the sink. I just don't want to do that. So we'll knock this out really quick. I almost said that with a straight face. It's never quick. And then we'll work on the Juno, and then we'll come back to this. We'll finish off the capacitors and the silicon, and then I think that's a whole day. That's a whole day of streaming. Mad stuff. Oh, one thing is kind of interesting. So you guys brought this up to me, and I think I ran it across before, but I signed up for an account for patch storage, and there's like a little website for putting patches in, and they have a whole VCV rack section and so forth, and I uploaded one, and I didn't realize it's like kind of, there's like a rating and so forth, and it's not doing terrible. Let's see, what's it at right now? I've had it up for 10 hours, and we've gotten 7 downloads, 68 views, 2 likes, but it's a tough crowd. They don't throw likes around so easily here, unless you're this. There's this one dude. He or she, they, them, those, dare. But anyways, I think that vocoder's fucked, mate. I thought about it more. I need to reach out to my buddy. I'm gonna do that Monday. I'll be honest. I have not had any fucking energy lately. It kind of sucks. I think it's the sun. Like you don't want to leave the house, but you gotta leave the house to do stuff. And I don't know, man. It's I have not been as productive as I would like to be. I'm a little bit disappointed in me, but you know, I can't fire me. I know too much. I'll have a whistleblower if I let me go. So, stuck with me. Unless I want those deep, deep secrets let out. But yeah, no, I need to contact him and be like, hey man, I have this, and Addy, yeah, I think that I took it as a autocorrect thing, honestly. Um, but uh, anyways, yeah, I think that thing's busted. I think because one of those chips is like dumbass hot. Neither one of the crystals is showing any activity. It's just like it's either ground or one of the sides of the crystal shows -5 volts. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Um, I don't. Yeah, I mean, unless there's something I'm unaware of, which is extremely, extremely possible. But as far as I can tell, I almost, I almost think like if I took those chips off and um, they weren't like holding down all the notes, because I think all the notes are playing, or the VCA won't open. It's something within there because it's a poly, and the way that I think they're accomplishing that is with that chip, just producing, having more than one voice input, but it also has to do the MIDI back to play the notes. And I think it's like holding all the notes like low, like you can't, if you play them, nothing happens, or they're all high. I don't know. Well, I'm high, but no, I can't figure it out. But I'm pretty confident. Yeah, like the -5. Well, the other issue I ran into was that the +5, although it's not unusual, but it said 4.9, and I'm like, that's kind of strange that we dip, 0.1, and and things aren't working correctly. That was kind of indicative of something like overdrawing and then starting to pull down. But the supply line said 5. So and there is some. No, that's a 3.3, isn't it? Or no, we never did figure out what that one regulator was. Actually, I don't think I did, or I forgot. Um. Anyway. Well, I think I thought the original synth had PCM playback, and I thought that chip was doing the PCM playback stuff. That was my understanding. I could totally be a schmuck. I didn't really do any more homework on the thing like I said I was going to. I thought that's what the original one did. I could be totally wrong. Yeah, it was the voicings and so forth. I guess from the synth voicings. Is that all? Is that all generative from? Because like I never saw an oscillator. I just saw that array. And you were explaining. I think it was you. Chat was explaining to me nonetheless that that's a bunch of square wave generators, and so each one is a little tiny oscillator. But then the mixing voice, or the original thing, I thought it said I thought when I was looking it up, it had a PCM voice. But I mean, this was 1980. That was kind of expensive, I believe. But No, I'm pretty sure those chips are fried. I need to reach out to my friend and ask him, is this a common issue with this Behringer? Is there a warranty that the client can pursue? Is there a replacement part? Like, the problem is that board cannot, even if it was to replace just board ABC123, it wouldn't be cheap at all because of all the other components on it. So I'm sorry, I got lost in that thing. That thing's a thinker. Wait, did it have male, female? I thought it just had human voice and string. I don't think it had gender. Right up. Oh wait, there were those buttons at the top. But I know the UI went through that chip. The buttons. And the chip also interfaced with the MIDI, and the MIDI would be the button controls, all those buttons, and the keys. And if that thing eats shit, then all that crap's not gonna work. So, yeah, I just need to figure it out if it's something that's easy, like they would send like a chip, or since my friend it's actually a repair shop, they may allow him to reflash the chips or something like that. And if that's the case, I have all the tools to do that, as I'm sure he might, and I'd be more than happy to try and reflash that, or flash some fresh chips and then pop them on there and give it the old chef's kiss. That'd be great, actually. Just go like that right on it. Bro, sorry, I gotta leave. It's an issue I have been battling. I have to fix my sleep. I wish I could. Hey, mate, don't worry about it. There's VODs. I mean, if you really feel like you're missing out on anything, you can go back and watch the VOD. Get some rest if you're having trouble getting sleep and so forth. Get some sleep, man. It's super duper important. It's like charging your phone, Can't run around with a phone with like 10% all the time. It's bullshit. Charge that motherfucker. Get that juice flowing. And stay guile, mate. We'll be back on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturday. We'll be on for a while, so maybe if you get some sleep and you wake up, we might still be on. Yeah, a busted micro is a bit more work contact with the man. I know, that's the thing. Like, I seriously doubt that's an option, but, my buddy can at least tell me definitively, oh, you're fucked. Which, honestly, I can close my eyes and kind of imagine him saying that, like, you're fucked. And then I me not knowing if I'm supposed to laugh or swear. So it is odd with that cat. Love that guy, but can never read him. You're a great. Hey, thanks, mate. Stay guile. Keep it guile. Yeah, we'll see. At the least, I was telling the client, I was like, it's a parts machine now, so you could feasibly part that thing out. You could sell it to Centaur. They might take it. They're probably, I don't know what kind of pricing they give you, but I mean, it's always an option. If you have a keyboard that's just, no one wants to fix it or anything like that, that's usually a good salvage option. But that thing is brand new. That's what's kind of annoying. I think that thing's like 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. And according to the client, like they bought it secondhand, and the original owner said they bought it for a thing. They did the thing, and then they put it back in the box, and then they put it in their closet. And it just sat there for like 3 years, I think is what he said. And then they got it back out, and they're like, oh, I need to sell it. And I think they didn't plug it in or anything. They just sold it because they were like, it worked when I put it in the box. Why would it stop working? You know, there wasn't any damage that occurred. But somewhere in that time period, it stopped working. And the seller felt really bad. This is like a dream scenario, I think, because if you've ever gotten hosed by a seller, this is like, why are there not more of these guys? The client told the guy, he's like, hey mate, this thing's, it's not working, you know, sent a video showing it's not coming on and stuff, showed him proof, and the guy was like, I'm so sorry, refunded all their money. And like without even, you know, asking or anything, he's like, let me give you your money back. I'm really sorry about that. It worked when I put it in the closet. I should have tested it. That was my bad. So I don't think anyone's really losing out here. Maybe that first guy, he lost his money on the keyboard, but it would have been the same scenario because he would have pulled it out of his closet and been like, oh, it doesn't come on. So I don't think it's mine to take on VAR. I think the client's going to take it back. And to be honest, I have no interest in acquiring more items in this house to try to go, oh, flip this. You know, I already have like several expensive things that I need to sell because I'm like, I really need that money back. And yeah, I still haven't done it yet, man. So I don't think I need more, and especially that thing. It's kind of big. I don't know where the hell I'd even put it. Now, the client is honestly a very savvy, salesy, swap meaty, like kind of cat. He's really good at that stuff. In fact, I've deferred to them in the past, like, hey, you know, is blah blah blah, is offer up, you know, is Facebook marketing, you know, and I'll you know, I've picked their brains on a lot of those mediums, you know, the Craigslist like mediums out there. Mediums? Yes, they can speak with the dead. Medium, what medias? Melatonins? No. Whatever. All those different platforms, and he's told me, he's given me some good info on it. So if he wants to part this thing out one chunk at a time, he'll do it, or he might just sell the thing as is, busted, and get a nice chunk of change. I think as is. How much does that thing run? I didn't even look. So Behringer VC340, right? Or it's V340. No, it is VC. I'm right. So at Perfect Circuits right now, that sumbitch is running 560. That's expensive. That's a lot of money for a keyboard, for a vocoder. Makes sense. Why? Now everything's coming into play. I thought it was like a $300 keyboard, but it's almost twice that price. So yeah, they could easily sell it for parts for at least $150 or something like that. Let me see if they have it on eBay. eBay. Behringer VC340. Is there any? I looked at the only one that's used, and it's $900. All the and brand new is like 800. What the fuck is wrong with people? Why are they? Why is the price all over the place? Oh, all right. I'm gonna back out. I don't need to go down this well. This well has no life. Oh man. Let's see what. What else? I guess that's... Okay. Man, yeah, and it's been kind of rough too, cause like last stream, we streamed for I meant to go shorter, but it would end up being like 10 hours, and then I think it was 10 hours. How long was it? Now I don't know. I'm unsure. 10 hours, 49 minutes. And then I had they had the Golden Shrimp Guild Synthon stream, and that was I thought I signed up for 2 hours, but I signed up for 2.5 hours, and I came on like a half hour early. So really, Thursday I streamed for about 14 hours, 14 and a quarter. Yeah, 14 hours on Thursday. So maybe that's why I was so tired yesterday and didn't want to do anything. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks better. Oh. Let's get a better shot of that rude boy. Hey, rude boy. What you want from me, rude boy? You take my money, you take my plan, you take my girl. What you want from me, rude boy? Yo, soul. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reenacting my favorite scene from the movie Shatas. Really, really good Jamaican gangster movie. Didn't think that was gonna ever be a thing, but it is, and it's marvelous. Actually, I think it's an older movie. I think it's from like 2000 or 99, so around that time. It's got Welcome to Jamrock on it, so like in the opening. So like it just starts off perfect. Hey, Porphyry, welcome in. Began to feel a little guile right now. That doesn't work with the song. Hey, thank you so much for the posts on in the Discords and stuff. I think it was the Discords. It was some social medias. You're posting your stuffs, and might I say, what a lovely rig you've got going on there, my friend. That's not a very good Michael Caine. And I don't know why Michael Caine would say that. Hello, I'm Michael Caine. See, the problem is with a good Michael Caine is that you got to speak up through the nose. Uh-oh, look at that. Kata Alexandru. Subscribing to the channel. Welcome in to the YouTube life. It can be problematic at times, but that is the problem. And you should get a manual. And then it's an automatic problem. That's probably the stupidest joke I've ever told in my entire life. No, wait. I told a joke about a football one time, and that was pretty bad. Okay, second worst. It looks better and better than... the more... I know, right? And that's what I love with Space Station. Like that, here, let's do the Space Station cam. Well, hello. Why are you blinking at me like that? You're making me blush. Please, don't. I didn't even mean to, but once again we have the Locutus of Borg LED lens flare right down the center. From this time forward, you will service us. There really is kind of a bit of a Borg vibe there with all the modules, you know, all the hive mind. Yeah, I thought I could wait. I could spend like a year or two in this case, but I really just want to get the mega case. But I'm gonna stick with this for a little while because I won't have the mega case filled. But if I keep this up, once I get the mega case, we'll have it like 80-90% filled. I'll just keep taking things out to put other things in. That's what happened over on the far end here. Oop, damn it, my hand disappeared. It's like I'm burning. Fuck. What about up top? Oh shit! Damn. That's fucked up. I didn't know that was... Ah, shit. That was there. I don't know why I keep touching it. Ah! Well, as long as I don't stand up or anything stupid, that would be awful. I'd come back down with like no flesh or something. It'd be like a horror movie. No, a horror movie. What would that be? Actually, I guess that would... Never mind. Oh, it's sit-down comedy hour here at the Laugh Emporium. Where do you get the raw rails, and is that all sliding nuts? No, I can't stand sliding nuts. You know, I'd almost ban you for that, but I'm gonna let that one slide. Sliding nuts get you auto banned. No, those things suck so bad. No, there's a guy out of Holland. That's where all the rails come from. like everything other than tip top. But like if you go on Etsy or eBay or any of those deals and you look up rails and you find the cheapest one, that's the guy. And I think it's called like it might. I'll look it up if. Well, you know, I'll have to look it up later because I'm gonna have to go through my emails to find it. Although, well, if you remind me, I'll put it in the chat or in the Discord or something. Well, yeah. Remind me, I'll put it there. Because I'll need to research it. But you could probably find them. They're out of Holland. They take vacations a lot. So their eBay store, I think, is the cheapest way to get it if you're in the U.S. It might be cheaper if you're in the EU to order it directly. And yeah, they have different widths, different lengths. I think it goes up to 192 or whatever the fuck it is. And yeah, other than the long and frequent vacations that they take, which, you know, I wonder if they're just like me. Like, it's not a vacation. I have to go to work, and I'm not going to be home to ship things. Maybe it's more like that. I'm just being a big baby. Dave's unbranded. Welcome in, mate. I'm sorry if I was a little slow. Welcome, saying hello. Pretty women. I know, right? Entertainment, just the perfect moment. It's like cherry on top timing. Mr. Chainsaw, you wonder what the power consumption of Jamtown and Space Station are? Wonder no more. I have those facts. For Space Station, coming out of the wall, it goes into like a kilowatt, you know, little AC draw. That rude boy right there, all that sexiness. Oops, wrong picture. There we go. There's me with my pants on. All that sexiness. Actually, let's guess. I like it when people guess. It's funnier. We'll do a really quick guess. So you can guess what Space Station is, and I have a separate reading for Jamtown. And it's a range. So you actually have like a room you could step into on it and have like a 420 watts. If you don't mind keeping it in amps, because I don't know what the wattage is off the top of my head. I could convert it, I guess. It's not even hard arithmetic, but let's just stick with current draw here. Let's stick with amperes, please. I'm curious what it is once you get. All right, I'll tell you what, mates. Let's do it now. Let me pull up my eBay account here. Now I'm gonna do this on my own here because I don't want to dox me. So give me just a moment here. Ah, you son of a bitch. Yeah. What? Why don't you have my password, bitch? Text me a code. Oh my god. Yes, use my fingerprint. Ah! Why is logging into eBay so much work? Confirm, confirm, confirm. Yes, that's all me, and none of this shit has changed. Purchases. Dude, I purchased some weird shit from these guys. What are we looking for again? Oh, the rails. So these are from Modular Synth Lab. Here, I'll give you their name in the chat. Make sure that's right, actually. Oh, I don't even need the code after it. I can just do this, can't I? Bitchin'. All right. Let's be a buddy. Where's chat? There it is. Boom. And over on the YouTube, we got a double boom. So that's their eBay store. If you Google, look around for Modular Synth Lab, you'll find their store in Holland as well. And if you're over in the EU, it's probably cheaper. I'm pretty sure this is the cheapest method via eBay, but I bought this almost about a year and a half, 2 years ago. So prices, your mileage may vary, but I'm pretty certain that is the cheapest place to get rails, and I'm pretty sure that's where everybody gets theirs, because you'll go to other Etsy stores and stuff like that, and they'll be selling those exact same rails, and but there'll be like a 10%, 20% markup of the lowest price. And I started noticing, like, everybody who sold rails that looked exactly like that, it was like 20%, 10% more than the lowest price. And then I figured out, oh, that's where everybody's getting them from. They're getting them from this guy or gal, and then just repackage them because it's the lowest you can get. They may, because I tried to find like the main retail, like the wholesale supplier, whatever you'd call it, like, you know, the Temu, the cheapest you could get, and I couldn't find it. And my best guess is the cat out of Modular Synth Lab is coordinating that fabrication and production and so forth, and is the supplier. I don't know. It's a guess. It's a good guess, but it's not that one. Voltage is 120. I'm sorry, Chainsaw. Okay, so to answer your question, 2.1, 2.4. If you turn these speakers on, it goes up to 2.6, 2.7. If you gang the volume up really, really fast, you'll get it to crack 3 amps. It'll go like 3.2 or something. But then it'll level off because they're Class Ds or not Class Ds. They're ABs, I think. I think that's what they are. Either way, like the draw will be high, but once it levels out, it'll stay constant. And then this rude boy is 0.776 or 78. It's just shy of 800 milliamps out of the wall. All right. There we go. That's... The 220 people will guess lower. Yeah. I highly recommend, if you don't already have one, to go get one of those kilowatts. You can buy it. There's like knockoff ones and everything. They're not very expensive anymore. I got a really nice one from my father-in-law a while back, and I think I paid like $35 or something. I don't think I cracked 40 bucks. It was very inexpensive, but you could do all kinds of shit with it. It was really cool. I have a simpler version of it on Space Station, but yeah, you should run around and just plug stuff in, and then turn it all on so you can get like an inrush current reading. Like get the hold function to stay, so you can turn everything on and get an inrush. You will be shocked how incredibly efficient things are these days. Like, honestly, it's kind of absurd. how efficient electronics are. And it's not just like home consumer electronics, like everything. Because like in audio and well, lighting, I won't even fucking touch lighting. That's insane how efficient that is now. I'll give you an example. So lighting uh, in regular AV, there's these light fixtures that are, they're not, it's like calling every box of tissue paper Kleenex, but they're called PARs. But that's like a brand. But you can get these PARs and or Lecos. I'm sorry, Lecos, not PARs. So you get these lighting fixtures called Lecos, and they are, it's like, I think it's 750 watts. It's something like that. I think it's these bulbs that are a very specific wattage, and I think it's 750. So you'll have a 750 bulb in there. And the thing is with these is that you can plug 3 fixtures into one 20 amp service and it will be just under the maximum current. That's 3 fucking lights almost breaking 20 amps. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. And then you have a rheostat that dims it and so forth and throws this shit down neutral. Just about as inefficient as you could fucking get. And they're hot as hell. You have to handle them with gloves if you ever like you go and focus them or anything like that, or shade or focus. You have to handle them with gloves because they're fucking red hot. Well, they're not red hot, but they could be that way. And we'll kind of use this one tip for no reason. Now you could plug a couple of dozen light fixtures of that same caliber, that same power, but the LED version, you could probably plug like a couple dozen into one circuit. They only pull like 200 milliamps or something a piece. It's ridiculously low. Audio amps, it's insane. I had this one rig, I think we had like 64 boxes, line array boxes. They were all powered by traditional amps on the ground, not active boxes or anything. When we had these weird power issues, so I kind of we didn't have an ME, a master electrician on site, so I kind of low-key doubled as one. I wasn't very good. I'm not saying that. Okay, it's one that, I was like, oh, well, then I'll monitor the power. And I hadn't noticed, but everyone had kind of plugged into their own leg in the different services and so forth, because you'll get three legs, and each leg will carry is like a dedicated current, and then those are broken down even smaller. But you have to do the math for the overall leg, and you want to balance your legs out so that you don't have 40 amps sitting on here as a constant draw, and then 60 amps here, and then 5 amps here. You don't want a lopsided, because it basically has to throw shit down neutral, and it's bad. You'll start popping breakers and stuff. So you want to balance it so that you'll take the 20 off that's on here, so now it's from 60 down to 40, and now you have like 26, 40. That's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. So you have to balance the loads and stuff like that. And I went over, and we had a lot of lighting fixtures that were running at 220, 240, because you can get more current down the line, and so they'll run them at higher voltages. And it's really, really common. And that was all on its own distro, and that was the one that failed, but it was okay. The other distro that we had, like video, which was like 6 projectors, 6 or 8 I think it was 8 projectors. It was 8 projectors, and then their video equipment, and then I think we had some ground lighting on one leg, and then audio was on it. and audio, like 70, 80 cabinets. We were at full power. We had a whole band up on the stage. Everything was going full power. I walked over to the distro and looked at the audio leg. All those amps, ear bleeding loud. 7 amps. 7 amps for the entire audio pool. Everything was plugged into one leg, and we were only showing up as 7 amps. That's a rock concert that you could plug into a residential home. I'll make it even more insane. You could plug it into a fucking stupid little power strip. You could plug that entire show into a power strip that has those little dinky little breakers, and then plug that into your residential wall outlet, and you'd be fine. You'd have like 4 more amps to play with if you need to. Hell, plug a toaster in there while you're at it. You'll be fine. That's how efficient electronics have gotten. And prior to that, I'm sorry, I forgot the other half of that story. So that's one example, 7 amps. Around that same time, I did another show where we had a big giant line array. It was a larger area that we had to fill, but it wasn't absurd. I think it was probably the same amount of boxes in cubic footage, very close. But all those had these older, they're not even older, they're the nice ones, but they were Class AB amps. And we had to have, I think, 42 of these amps. We drew so much power that I had to get a separate distro because we were at 100 amps already on one, or we were kissing the deal. So you would see all 3 legs on the one distro. The other one didn't have a meter, so I never knew what the draw was, but it only had like 2 racks on it. The one distro had, they would sit at like, the current would say 27, 27, 30, something like that. And they just kind of fluctuate, 24, 27, something like that. And then, out of nowhere, they just jump up to 70, 75, 82. Stay there for like 40 seconds, 30 seconds or whatever, and then start to drift back down. And this is a non-stop pull. This isn't intermittent. This is like 24 amps on each leg, so 75 amps constant. For a PA that's not doing anything. It's just idle too. And most of the time we didn't, and in that particular deal, we didn't have a band. It was just talking heads, just people coming, hello, my name is Bo today. The gig was one of my first gigs back from COVID, and it was it was a science foundation for like allergies. And so it was just a big allergy conference thing. It was very weird. But yeah, it was those 2 things, and those around the same periods. And honestly, I think both techs were pretty much, like both those things were produced around the same time. And yeah, the power difference is just astounding. And in my personal opinion, as a sound person, totally subjective, you can fight me and it'll be a fair fight. I think Class Ds and these higher end ones sound as good. I'll definitely say good. I don't know about better. I feel like the efficiency kind of argues that it is better. Maybe, from an overall point. Maybe not audibly, not, listening wise, but like just as an overall thing. Because I think if you can make like a muscle car, and but you could make this muscle car, yeah, it has this ridiculous amount of torque and power and everything, but it only uses 1/10 the gas or something. That's a win. I always think that's a win. I think that's a better vehicle than its competitor if you can also get efficiency roped into, overall power output and things like that. So, anyways, I think I'm rambling. I'm gonna stop. I just suddenly came self-aware that I've just been talking nonstop. Looks like I keep doing it. That's weird. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with Class D amps at all. I think there's always an argument for digital audio not being that great 20, 25, 30 years ago. Yeah, you're 100% right. Digital audio back then. Nah. But now, let's go. I'll fight you. It sounds amazing. There's like, I really, all the failings of digital audio have, to my knowledge, been dealt with. I mean, I'm not a pro on any of this. It's just like in the field, we have so much equipment now that is 100% digital, and it's better, it's cleaner. You know, there's like a lot of audio, especially in big PAs. I've talked about this a lot. You don't really notice it in your home setup because you're never turning it up really, really loud, or you're not really gaining those amps up. Those speakers aren't, you know, sitting idle at this kind of high gain output or anything like that. Because then you'll hear all this fucking noise. And big PAs, that's how they roll all the time. And you just hear all this noise. And it's so irritating as a sound boy. And anything that removes that noise, anything that you can walk in and not be, stand right in front of like an array and not be sure if it's on or off, that's awesome. That's really, really, that's a huge step up. I love that. I love standing in front and going, is this on? It is. Oh shit. That's clean. That's clean. Let me put my ear up here. No. I do hear a little bit of the cries of the ocean. But I had to put my ear inside the box, so I think we're good for this gig. I don't think anyone's going to be allowed to do that. Yeah, I was looking at, I've been playing my bass a little bit more too lately. I won't mess with it now, but I've been wanting to get a new I've been wanting to get a bass amp, like a nice, just kind of head, you know, that I could, and I saw one recently that had like amp emulation, and you could just plug a headphone in, you could come line out, or you could also plug it into a cabinet, and I don't remember what the output is, but it's, you know, it was reasonable. I was thinking about, like, seeing how expensive that is. Let me grab a drink. But at the same time, what kind of started that is my buddy has been working on this mixer circuit, and I've been testing it and doing like little, you know, little things. And one of the things we did, I just plugged my bass in, and for the first time I can think of, I played that bass guitar without the active pickups, because it has an on-off switch, and you can just turn off the active. And it sounded amazing. It sounded really, really good. And then I went over to the active, And it sounded pretty good too. I mean, it was equal. And I kind of became obsessed a little bit. I'm like, man, it never sounds this good. I kept telling my buddy, I was like, it's never sounded this good. I mean, I plugged this into this setup a million times, and I've just gone directly into here, and it never sounded this good. So now I'm got that bug. Doctor says it's permanent. I said, so are tattoos, Doc. So are tattoos. I've kind of been thinking about getting a tattoo a lot lately. I've always wanted to get some more work, but lately, what kind of re-sparked it for me just recently was I've been looking at lately. I've just been trying to fill all my social media feed with just cat and electronics related stuff, and it's working. And I had this picture, and I don't know where it's from or if it's real or whatever, but it looks like an ancient Japanese like wood carving, you know, print or whatever. It has that or not, maybe not wood. Whatever, ancient, classic artistry, and it's a photo, or it's a painting or whatever of these two cats, and the one cat is tattooing the stripes on this other cat. And let me see if I can find it. And the cat getting tattooed is kind of yeah. Here it is. So if I could just. Son of a biscuit. He's got his swirls. He got like the two arm pieces. Anyways. All right. Hey, Leo, welcome in. Sid's Saturday soldering stream. That's something else that some people say is super. Certainly they do. They don't say it's super, then they're not super to me. Simple as that, sucker. I don't know where I'm at on this list. I did 56, now I do 47. Hut hut. Oh shit, dude. Man, they're just spilling out. What? $13K? What the fuck is $13K? Man, that went out way faster. The video cuts out. It's this weird problem. I think it's a grounding issue, but the part I need is like, it's like expensive. I don't really, out of principle, I just don't want to pay for it. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, it says it needs a 13K. Yeah. Does he bring this up anywhere in the notes? What the why come? Where is it? It's like 2. I'm upside down. Oh. Oh, really? Is it 1500 that would be a 13K? um Let me think here. All right. On the one hand, I'll probably never need a 13K again. On the other hand, it's better to have it and not need it. I mean, I could order it. I doubt it's going to be expensive. But I kind of like the stacking idea you got going there. It'll look weird as fuck. This thing is weird. So pen, what is this? Pen 14A and pen 14B? Where the fuck is that on here? Oh, wait, no, I'm still right side up. What are these two pens? What is it talking about? The fuck are... Oh, there's a temp code too. Oh man, I hope I didn't lose my temp codes. Yeah. I just feel like the stacking idea is gonna be... No, we're not gonna finish this thing. We still are missing parts. I could just skip over the 13Ks. I think I'll just do that. There's just like a pair. We're gonna have to skip over the SSIs. I'll write that on the back that these are missing chip resistors, so I'll know like, oh, this is something I should have. but I don't. I still can't figure out, what is this? 14. What is that fucking talking about? I can't figure out where. What's that referencing? I don't know why I'm getting angry about it, but man. Yeah, but there's two. So do these like all go into Q? It's fucking unhinged. Yeah, right? Okay, that's that. Okay, yeah, I think you're right. I think it's a typo. I think it's supposed to be pin 15 and 14. Like this guy is for pin 15 of A and B, and this dude is for pin 14 of A and B. I think you hit the nail on the head. But there's nothing here, so you just kind of have to. I guess kind of does have that. It's just a little. It's very arguably confusing. I don't know how many more adverbs I can squeeze in there. Yep, no reference to it's fucking party time. Yeah, Porphyry, but one is labeled frequency spread, but it says it goes to pin 14. I think it means this is a typo and it's supposed to go to pin 15. Because this one is Q spread and this goes to 14. This says Q control, this says frequency control. Your Honor, I rest my case. May the jury have mercy on my soul. Oh, it's not my soul, it's my defendant, my client. But the A and B is right. Like, A, B, that's right. But pin 14, pin 15 is fucked up. This is fine. How the fuck? What? Oh, yeah. The temp codes go to pin 15. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Where are them temp codes? Are they? They should be around here, shouldn't they? Where am I missing this? Temp codes. Dude, I saw them. Now I can't see them anymore. It's like they become camouflaged in my brain. Like some sort of blindness. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know. They go over the tops of these doohickeys. You could have scrolled down. All the answers would have been foretold. Yeah, there's groundy ground, and then there's pin 15, 14, yeah. All right. Well, we'll skip that guy for today. And I will put on the great shopping list of lists. Oh my god, you gotta zoom out, you bastard. 13Ks. Guys, get ready, because things are about to get heavy, heavy, heavy. Jump up, because we're gonna bump up, 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 up. And get down, 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 because there ain't no clown in this here town, town, town. We got then game, club, central, coming in with that piping hot, won't stop, skilly bop, oh my god, freaking hot. Hooray! Let's fucking go! Oh my goodness, oh my god, guys. We got the game club in the house. Saturday morning cartoons, right? That was the party for today, if my memory is working, which there's a 50-50 shot on that one. But, you know, it's most likely. I did guess correctly. Let's go. Guys, if you're not familiar with Game Club here. Ooh, look at that. What the heck? Imoratachi. I feel like I summoned something. Something from the past. It's probably I'm Bill. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, guys. There's the Game Club Central link in the Twitch chat. Click on it. Enlighten yourself on the wisdoms and awesomeness of that, and then promptly press that follow. And they stream regularly. They have a great stream. VPen. Retro-ish vibes, retro arcade vibes, good times. Anything in particular on today's stream? Any particular cartoons? Anything that's of noteworthiness? How was Chiara? You watched little Thundercats, right? You gotta get a little Thundercats in. I'm telling you. They sell dick pills. They just need to put Thundercats back on the air. Dick pill sales will just plummet. Doesn't matter, too. Chiara, Lionel, you just look at either one and you're like, well, as long as this doesn't last more than 4 hours, I'm good to go. That's what the doctor told me. Just watch a little bit of Thundercats right before expected evening, and then you'll be good. You'll be good. You'll be making babies in no time. No time. Well, I don't know if it's going to help you make them, but it's definitely going to not get in the way of it. Lionel. Oh shit, right. Welcome in, Raiders. We're doing we do electronics here. If you've never been to the channel before, welcome in. We're all about electronics. We're into soldering, making, and building. We like to get people into the hobby. We mostly do audio stuff, but we might do other things. We've even done a little bit of pinball work, pinball repair. So, you know, that's cool. That gives me street cred. You can tell your friends, this guy's not a narc. Can't stay long. Take care. All right, mate. Thanks for saying hi. Yeah, we're working on this module here. It's a filter, and then we're gonna. I basically just need to finish off, get to a nice stopping spot, and then we're gonna work on this old keyboard, Roland Juno Alpha 2 or Alpha Juno 2. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get. Oh, I didn't put the 2 in there in the. So Alpha 2. There you go. There's something wrong with the screen. Like the screen is all glitchy and buggy and stuff. So we'll pop it up here and turn it on, see if it does it for us, and then I have a good idea of where to start. We'll probably want to look at some schematics for it. I might still have them from the last time we had that unit in, because this is the second time we've worked on this thing. I can't remember what we did the other time. I think we did like a mod. I want to say we did a mod. I can't remember what we did on the alpha last time. Yeah, I don't remember at all. I know we've had it before. I remember seeing it, and what's cool, they didn't include it, but what's cool with that keyboard is you can buy this external controller for it. Like the keyboard itself kind of sucks. Like it has like these membrane switches, buttons for it. They're so dumb. And it has like this stupid like scroll wheel, but there's no dents or anything. It's a nightmare to use. And it's just like a terrible UI. As bad as you can get. And you can get this external controller, and you basically just put the keyboard in this same mode each time. I think that's the only thing, is like it won't stay in this mode. You have to enable it each time you start the keyboard up. But once you're in it at the Sysex mode, it will it'll give you full control of the keyboard. And you basically have like a regular keyboard, like what you would normally expect. You've got your oscillators, your mixing, noise, filters, envelopes. All those are in one pretty nice big layout. But what makes it cool, or what really I think makes it really neat, so you can store the patches and you store them on that controller. You don't store them on the keyboard. So it has like a really big library, and then of course you can import stuff from online, I believe, on there as well. But what I think is badass is it has a random function, but it's not totally random. It's procedurally generated random stuff. So you can put it in to like you can have randomized, but it'll have like pad, bass, lead, and so you'll get certain characteristics will be kind of filtered in that randomization, and it works really good. Like we played with it a bit, and I was like, man, I kind of want one of these now. This is, and the Juno itself sounds awesome. Like the Alpha 2 sounds really good. It's just the interface is trash. And I had a friend of mine like a long time ago. He built his own custom interface for it as well, and it was pretty cool, but could have been cooler. Could have been cooler. All right, that's the story of my life. Thank you. Let's get to putting on the parts on, putting on them on, putting them on, putting on them parts. Look at that, 47K right out of the biscuits. Well, this is nice. This is a nice turn of events. It seems that all the 47Ks have conveniently convened into one centralized location. Now, I do believe that this would be called a congregation. If not, I am a sinner and a liar. But if my eyes do not deceive me, I do believe we have ourselves all 5 of our 47Ks taken care of summarily. I don't know if I'm stoned or what. that little quip made me think of, like, you know, what would be a funny bit. I think the title would just be the funny. I don't think the reality would be. Saying $15 words with a deep southern lawyer accent or something like that. I don't know. I'm working on the title. Yeah, maybe I am. I wrote it down, so later I can look at it and go, huh, 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 huh. My example word was adjudicate. Because, I mean, it works, right? I say if we could adjudicate this matter properly. Yeah, it works great. Fucking. Oh, man. I think I actually dropped a resistor, and I don't know if it's the right one or an imposter. Imposter or correct value. Correct value. Ooh. Sounds like a Japanese game show or a German game show. I keep meaning to ask Mr. X about that more. So, like, I don't know if Germany is aware of this, but there's a lot of memes going around about these different game show competitions in German, and we don't know, like, I don't know at least, if this is all from one thing or it's like a show that's been really popular for a while, or even if it's real. It could all just be like a really elaborate hoax or a series of prompts, for all I know. That's sad. But there was one, like the first one I remember seeing was a forklift operator obstacle course. And they had to, and it was, you know, if you knew anything about driving a forklift, it was pretty technical. It was pretty impressive. But of course, everything's in German, so, you know, I know a tiny bit of German, and I was still like, they're excited. I can tell that in their voice. I don't need to know German for that. But there's that one, and then it kind of feels like it's blossomed over the time, and now there's like these competitions that you'll see, and I don't know. I can't remember. Like one was like passing some rings, but you know the trick was you had to like get your hands through these holes, your fingers through those holes to pass it, and there's weird obstacles like that. But the joke is that you don't even have to understand any words at all, because I mean it's you know, if you don't know German or Japanese or whatever, it's just, you know, you can only read the vibe in the room. But it's ridiculously entertaining, and it's kind of amusing how much, you know, since the language barriers removed, or not really removed, just inconsequential. I don't know. Since the barrier isn't really a barrier, you're kind of like you're just kind of enjoying. Or you're able to kind of notice the production and how kind of goofy. 200? What? I have been betrayed. Okay. I'm gonna just put this 91 on here. And I still have one left over on the bottom. I don't know what that's about. Let's figure that out. So I don't know what happened at 200. I'm gonna look under this pad. Maybe I knocked it off when I was drinking or pretending to drink. Here's 22. I think this is 22. 22. Or Swansig? No, Swansen. It's not Swansig. Scheisse. Yeah, I don't know where this 200 went. Oh, shit. Now, the most likely possibility is that it was stolen. I must have happened one night when I was asleep. It's kind of terrifying to think a ninja snuck in here, crept through the home, took a 200K resistor, and that's it. But that's the ninja thief's MO. He works at a much smaller scale than you and I. He, she, we really don't know anything about the ninja. For all we know, it could just be a bunch of raccoons in a trench coat. Stacked human height. Although I don't know how the arm part would work. There'd probably be smaller raccoons in the arm sleeves, and they would work together, maybe? Nah, there isn't enough structural support to, like, you know, tap your head or any of that. It'd just be like wild and flailing. That's not the work of a ninja. Like Voltron. Yeah. That makes sense, honestly. Because, you know, I mean, have you, I don't want to, like, cite, you know, ridiculous things, you know, whenever I'm trying to prove to anyone that raccoons are pretty smart. And I know I'm going to get some laughs, but have you seen the movie Guardians of the Galaxy? Okay. In that movie, there's a really smart, wise-talking raccoon. Okay? So it's possible. It's in the realm of possibilities. I know the movie's not real. Not yet. But just like Star Trek, we just have to wait long enough for them to meld the communicators that they had with the little iPads that they had in TNG. You know, just put them fucking together. Or maybe that's where we learn our ways, is we separate the two. That might be it. Where we just have just a Bluetooth earpiece that just makes phone calls. Oh, right. We don't really do that either. We're cooked, Star Trek. We're cooked. I'm going to have to come back for that other resistor because, well, it said something very rude about my mom. And truth be told, I need a little bit of cooldown time. Not proud. Not proud that a resistor got under my skin. Not at all. But, you know, it's pretty easy to do when you start talking about old Mama Hirasi. You know, she's from the old country. She doesn't understand. She doesn't get it. You know, she doesn't even speak. She barely understands the language. She has to watch the old TV shows from the old country. It's mostly Golden Girls, though. Oh, and The View. The View. Momo Hirasi, she loves The View. She just thinks that they're just so sassy. And I'm trying to tell her that they're not. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta let Mama have Mama, you know? Let her do her thing. You know, it ain't hurt nobody. Not yet. Of course, once that starts to get to that level, it's too late. You gotta get out. Gotta run. Seek shelter. Put your head between your knees and your hands on top. Cover your head. Maybe use like a desk or a table to help catch the blow of the falling mama rage. I'm kidding. There is no hope. There is no shelter. All right. Welcome back. We're gonna start going through quotes from everyone's favorite comedy, the movie Network. Later on, we'll do some. We'll lighten it up a little bit more with RoboCop. Dick Jones, you are under arrest. Stretching my arm. Getting my fingers ready for the snottering. Here I am, rock me like a hurricane. Here I am, rock me like a hurricane. I need to learn the rest of the lyrics of that song. I'm mad as hell, but I'd buy that for $1. There you go. Just mash them up. There is there is no America. There's only IBM, US Steel, and bitches leave. Oh, I wish I could say that better without laughing halfway into it. There is no America. There is only IBM, US Steel, and bitches leave. You have 15 seconds to comply. There's a really cool drum and bass song with like the Ed 209 sample. It's like one of my favorite songs in the whole wide world. But it's just got that please put down your weapon. You have 15 seconds to comply. Please put down your weapon. You have 10 seconds. And it just keeps going, and then it just gets into a breakdown, and then just blasts in. Ah, yeah, it's a good track. Seconds to comply. I wonder if we can play it. I don't know if we can. You know what? I think I could just bleep it out if we get in trouble. Let me see. I think I saved it. No. No, that's the wrong order. Are you not? Okay. Weird. Gee, where is it? I have it. Now it's gonna eat at my brain if I can't find it. So we're at that stage. There it is. All right, let me pause our jam here. Let me turn this down just a little bit and begin edit. So I was looking at this, and it actually says this is like a remix from a Usual Suspects. Usual Suspects is drum and bass too. So now I'm wondering if like there's another version of this that I am not Usual Suspects Ed 209. Let's see, is that? Oh, there is like an original version of it. Is it any different? Oh, it's like twice as long. It's nothing like that. Oh, cool. All right, good. I thought so. I just wanted to check. All right, back to the non-jungle jams. Yeah. If you ever dig into my musical outputs that I've done, I really love jungle drum and bass and breakcore and crazy beat stuff. I don't know. I'm just a dork for it. I think it's just the craziest stuff, and I always get hyped up on it. I don't know what. That one's just really cool because it's like, it's RoboCop. That movie is solid gold satire. And Ed 209 is really pretty funny. Alright, how far can I get this into frame before... you know what, I'll just do it this way. Framing, get it in frame so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, framing, get it in frame. Okay, sorry. Doesn't work with the music. Oh, really? There's this one cat I know. He's here on Twitch, and he had like this song that he was working on. And I really loved it, and I always wanted to work on it with him. And every time I hear the Ed 209, I'm like, oh man, I should really put like some sort of framework together and some breaks and so forth, and send it to him. Because I remembered it was like a little demo thing that he'd done, but it was never finished. And it was, I think the files were lost. Is one of those kind of stories where it's like, I'd have to start over, and I don't really want to. And I'm like thinking, I'll get started. I feel like a lot of jungle drum and bass, it's kind of a holdover from the stuff I love about industrial music, is like, with all the samples and so forth. We don't really do it as much anymore, but I think it's still popular, and there's other variations of it. Nowadays I think more people, instead of sampling movies, you'll see people like just sampling, internet memes and stuff like that. That's hugely popular, and a lot of it has really, really some pretty good results. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm showing the connection to YouTube is poopy. Looks like it's cleaning up. I'm gonna move my mouse back and forth. It was like really shitty drop frames. I got like a little warning from the YouTube manager thing. But it looks okay from here. I don't know, YouTube, you guys let me know if it sounds like dog vomit or if there's any issues. It looks like it's clearing itself up. I think it was just intermittent. I do show a little tiny bit of drop frames, but I just see there were some. It looks all right. I think we're okay. Went wonky for a bit, but yeah, I think it's good. The YouTube alerts when it tells you the connection's bad, it really takes a while before it finally kicks in, and it takes a while to go. And now it's gone. All right, I think we're good. I'm But feel free, guys, if you think something's up. God knows if I can fix it. We had an issue the like last week, and it was YouTube, or not YouTube. It was OBS. It just, and I saw it too because it's happened before. It just won't work. Like everything, all my internet is working, and I'm like, what? But you know, OBS is like struggling to do anything. It's just rising up and then dropping. And you just close OBS, open it back up, reconnect, and it's rock solid. So I don't know. It could have been like a server the ingest servers or whatever connection, which reminded me. I just remembered again. I keep meaning to look into. There's a program you can run that pings all the servers, and I think it tells you utilization amounts. So, you know, just like, you know, like on MMOs or, you know, or multiplayer games where you're like, oh, well, that server's like really packed and I'm gonna go to this one, even though the ping's worse. I'm just playing. Fuck, I can't think of the name. Just playing EVE Online. I'll be alright. EVE Online. Does anybody play that? Anybody in chat play that game? I've been trying to find like a game for my father-in-law. And I think he'd like EVE Online, but like bringing the horse to that water is like an even bigger challenge for me. And then making it drink is going to be another challenge. So I'm kind of thinking like, well, you know what? I could get into it and that'll bridge the gap or help anyways. But I don't know. I've heard so many mixed. I played it, but this was like 15 years ago. Jesus Christ, it was 15 years. Yeah, it was like right before I moved in. So this was 2008, 2009. I had an EVE Online account. I remember now, and I played. I had the little phone app, and you would like study, because that's the thing with the game. Everything was in real time. There was no game time. And I remember that was one thing I didn't really care for. Maybe it's not that big of a deal anymore, but you know, if you're playing a video game and it works in real time, I feel like that removes a little bit of the immersion, especially if it's a space game. Everything takes a bajillion years to fucking do. Why would you want it to be real? That real? Yeah, I know, Rex. I've heard a lot of stories, you know? But I feel like I take those like with a lot of salt, you know, because it's just like, well, you only hear you're only going to hear the bad, or you're only going to hear the good. You're going to get like a one-sided view. And with those stories, I feel like, I mean, I'm sure some of them that's not the case, but I feel like a lot of them are just like, they're the exception, not the norm. I'm just wondering what the overall, like, experience is with the game, because I feel like, from my perspective, it's a game where you're just kind of beholden to having to do logging in each day and doing X, Y, Z, and then logging out. So every day requires you to do that. I'm not into that, and I don't even think I could sell my father-in-law on that. He wouldn't like that too much, even though I'm like, well, you know, dude, it's like tending your Zen garden, you know? But it would be a hard sell, I'll put it that way. Mass Effect is like that? Oh, really? Yeah, I know. The actual money spent in the game is real money, yeah. Well, there's some other stuff too out there, but the reason I've kind of circled back to EVE Online is I'm like, well, you know, it's still kind of a juggernaut. It's still around. It's kind of like World of Warcraft in a way, and you know, it's still being developed. You know, they're still putting stuff into it. I'm thinking like it'd probably be worth taking a second look at it, and they've probably fixed a lot of stuff from back when I was playing it. But I don't know. I'm just curious if anyone rolls it and they, or did roll with it for a while and then they had to give it up because it's the same issue. I'm not interested too much in a game. Like a lot of MMOs kind of lose me after I realize like, oh, I have to do my slave duties for the slave thingy. Must slave to the machine so that I may get my proper. It's not a fun anymore. It's like a chore, you know. It's like, oh, I gotta wash my underwear, otherwise I won't have clean underwear. Like, who wants to make a game out of it? Well, actually, I think there are some games that do that, but you get my point. I'm not into that game. I want the game that gives you clean underwear non-stop. You don't have to do anything for it. Clean undies. Forever. Shit, why does it not have my account? Just a second, guys. I gotta remember which account my... Alright. Oh, Shisa 999. $0805 13K. All right. The mobile, yeah. Okay, well. I don't know. I just have this aversion to having routines like that in my life. I like certain routines. There's certain routines I love to have, and I welcome them in my life. I'm like, yes, you know, like you get up, and you know, some people it's making a cup of coffee, or maybe popping a squat on the throne, or just sitting down in your favorite chair. Or going outside, maybe just breathing in that backyard, whatever. That ritual that you do in the morning, that kind of habit that you, like if you don't do it, you kind of miss it. You know, you're like, I'm into that, but I need it all to be extremely tempered to my tastes. I sound like an asshole now I think about it. Whatever, man. I mean, I'm old. I think I can get away with it. Hey, if we ever need... we can use thermistors. Mr. Thermistor. He's a thermistor. I'm a mister. We have Tempcos. He doesn't have them bolted underneath. There's like there's one design I saw where they take the Tempco and they put it. Oh, you know what? But it was a dip socket. It wouldn't work here. It'd be kind of cool though. So what they did was the Temco mounted here, and then you just put the chip on top. Sexy, right? I know. But then all those boys in the well started dying, and they had to put a stop to it. How many 1Ks are we doing? 3? That seems weird. Wow. Why do I have 0.1%? Some weird shit, dog. Weird shit. And we're almost through with these 220s. I don't even... Yeah, I don't... I guess, you know, that's like a quarter. How many do we need? Cuatro? Cuatro, mi amigo. Magnifique. Oh, man. You know, every now and then, I like to watch the scenes from Breaking Bad when they're talking to the cartel guys, and it's all in Spanish, and I don't know Spanish. And then I watch it and I feel like I might know a little bit after that. Just a tiny bit. Oh, goddamn, that 200K just keeps staring at me like some sort of angry badger that I have stolen badger materials from. Oops, that is a 1K. Things could have gotten really bad. Really fast. Man, I'm seeing all these wild cap values. I don't know what it is, but I'm like really wanting to do the caps. But I said Well, we'll figure it out. The day is young. Everybody hurts. Sometimes. Know what he says? I think that's what he says. The day is young. Everybody burps. Burps. Sometimes. So... Bitchin'! Alright, we just need to solder these sons of bitches on. Just exactly the same way that our forefathers did before us. Man, it's still showing the connect. Well, I guess it's okay. The connection's a little weird. It's a little wonky. Oh shit, let's do the... And let me grab the 200K for this. And then we'll solder that. We'll do it all, baby. All at the same time. Oh my gosh. Oh, hold on a minute. I'm gonna stretch. Back is bumming me out. I wonder if I can get like a used inversion table. Because I feel like some sort of hanging upside down could really help. But that's not cheap. But it does sound like really, I don't know, it sounds like I would enjoy, I don't know. I feel like I would enjoy hanging upside down like a bat. Then I also think that I would hate it. Or not that no, it's more like conventional wisdom would say I would hate it. So I don't know what to fucking do. Except buy an inexpensive inversion table, or whatever they're called, beds, or hang upside down like a bat. If I like it, get a better upside down bat hanging device. The Batmaster. Then I'll hang upside down. I'll play EVE Online and smoke menthols. I don't know about that last part. Sound like a good thing to tie in. Try not to get it in the hole. Man, this fucking thing is blowing smoke at me for some reason. Suckmaster. Oops. We could do these. We could do them. We could do them. We can do them. Maybe I should just always talk like that. I don't know, then I'll get pirate software accused of. Because they'll be like, there's videos of them talking like this. Like Norm Macdonald. So when you hear me talking
like this, people would think it is a fake voice, not my real voice. But they will be haters. And you can't believe the haters. This is how I normally talk. I also have an accent I normally don't use.
You could do like crank calls and they just wouldn't understand. What?
I said, is your refrigerator running?
Is my gig taters funny?
No. I'm asking if you have a refrigerator.
I'll see you later.
No. To have a refrigerator.
Oh, no thank you.
No, I'm not selling anything.
Oh. Well, why did you call? It's hard to go back and forth between those voices. That hurts. Wait. Oh, man. Did I miss this little guy? Oh, but... Nope. Okay. I thought I missed some guys, but... Really, what I missed was the adventures along the way. Let me think. I'm kind of vibing, but I feel like we should probably work on the keyboard. I low-key don't want to because it's going to take forever to open that thing up. I don't like working on keyboards. They take forever to open up, and there's like a bajillion screws, which I still did not find that one I'm missing, which I forgot. I need to go back and watch the video, figure out where the fuck it went. I have a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night now. I think I threw it and it just, you know, I think it's outside of one of these little cubbies or something stupid. I'll find it. And I gotta fucking put it back inside, but that's fine. That's fine. That's my penance. That's my penance. I mean, it couldn't have ran away. And I'll watch the video. It would be even more funny if there was never one. And I'm like, oh. Why didn't I notice that? Stupid. Oh, man. I really should be more ashamed of how messy this is. You know? Just like shame. Just regular amount. You know, nothing crazy. Not like I'm gonna be crying or anything. It's just enough to where I could motivate me to do some very toxic things like eat it so that you don't see it. Just be like, hey, what's over there? And then I just like, and then I'm kind of bleeding from the mouth. Or I could throw it in the trash. Actually, you know what? I might do that first before eating it. That sounds safer. Your workbench is super messy too. Well, it feels better. I had a friend of mine, and well, I have a couple of friends that are, you know, they've worked together and they've come over here because they're like, oh, well, you have that tool and that tool. Cool thing to say, right? And I always have to apologize with how messy the place is, and they're always like, nah, man, it's kind of a sign that you're working on stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a sign that I'm either too busy to clean up or too tired to want to clean up when I'm not busy. I'm pretty sure one looks a little bit more noble than the other. Yeah, I don't know where it went, man. It's so weird. It's like a screw, but it has it has like metric threading, and almost all this shit that would be the right size doesn't have metric threading. And then it'll have that fucking washer, and I want to say that washer is stuck on those things, but I never tried. whatever. I'll find it. It's like it's a screw for a non-working keyboard, but it still is a kick in my face because I'm the guy that took the screw out, so I should be able to find it. Yeah, a lot of sadness there. Oh my gosh. Well, I've seen some other cats that keep a pretty clean bench too, so I mean, I think what I should do is try to implement a, 2, 3 times, 3, 4 times, whatever it is a year, like a spring cleaning thing where I'm like, all right, I have to clean this. I got to spend a day. I'm going to put on some old Star Trek or whatever the fuck and just work on cleaning this until it's, all this shit's gone and it's in the little containers, and then I can go and grab them. But I kind of don't have any container room. I got to clean this place up. I got to do something. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to lament there. It's just a little tiny bit annoying. A little bit. Let's see. What time is it on the stream? So we're a little bit early in the day. If you guys don't mind, if there's not too much pushback from y'all, and feel free to push back. It's y'all's show. That's the whole point of streaming. It's interactive. I kind of want to do some more soldering. I'm kind of in this vibe of just kind of relaxing, And that sounds stupid, but I mean that I just don't want to think too much. That sounds worse. Let me think. You know what? I go with my original statement. I just kind of want to relax a little bit. We've got capacitors, and then I don't think we have a lot of silicon on this. We do have 2 diodes, 2 transistors, and 2 TLO74s. Not really that much. So if you guys don't mind, I know it's a little opposite of how I listed the stream, but let's finish this this board off, and that way I can clean it. It's kind of funny. I don't think you can. I don't know if it shows up on the camera. It kind of looks like it's got from the flux. It reminds me of. I've never seen it anywhere else but here in Arizona. But I think you see it when you bring your shirt in. But like if you sweat really bad in your shirt, in Arizona anyways, your sweat evaporates, but the salt doesn't. So you have these like rings in your shirt, like as the day goes on, if you're like working in the yard or whatever. And in fact, whenever I would work outside, I would wear an undershirt to try to mitigate that as much as I could, because I was like, that looks bad. So I'd wear a t-shirt underneath on top of like a polo or whatever when I'd work. And but hey, I mean, I was in front of the people more, so wasn't that bad. But now I can't go outside anymore. I don't have to go outside anymore. What, wearing 2 shirts? It definitely doesn't fucking help. Doesn't help. All right, we got all the resistors. Let's do the capacitors. And we'll just play it along. I just want to get this board cleared off and get the salt rings off of it. And then we can work on the keyboard. And then whatever time we have left after that, assuming it doesn't take us too long to fix or diagnose. I think I know what's wrong. We could actually, you know, why don't we do two birds real quick? Let me think. Do I have it on this computer already? What's it called? It's called the Juno Alpha. Does not look like I do. Don't. So let me grab a schematic. Juno Alpha 2 service manual. God damn, this thing, I don't know why the video's being all wonky wonk today. Alright. Just get the get an idea what we're up against. So those are the buttons, all those dumb membranes. Stupid fucking membranes. Those are the PCB. Where's the screen? Volume board. Alright, so there's the LCD Connect. Is that its own... Is it panel mounted? I think it might be. I thought it was board mounted, but I'm starting to remember it is panel mounted memory cartridge. And I don't see a board for it, so I think I'm guessing right. Okay, so here's a gate array. Not Gatorade, the wonderful drink with sugar and electrolytes and what the body craves. No, this is gate array. It's not nearly as awesome. It actually kind of sucks butt, if we could be honest with each other. I feel like we can. It sucks butt. Okay, so there's not a lot between here and there, and I'm kind of nervous. Look at that. There's just a resistor. I thought there'd be a capacitor on that line. So I'm even less excited about getting into this thing because there's nothing else. It's just this guy. He's a big IO rude boy for all this shit. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I think there is. I've looked at when we were doing the Ambika. Oh shit! Yeah, I should be getting. Yeah. I totally forgot about that. I ordered an Ambika, by the way, guys. This person was selling one on the internets, and I was like, oh cool. I'll check it out. All right. That place is terrible. All right. Anyways. So if the screen's glitching out, hopefully it's an issue with like a high impedance air gap. Might have increased resistance along this line that would be infinite. Or man, there is not even, I don't know. Yeah, 16 by 2, I believe. Yeah, I mean, it could be the screen itself. You're right. Yeah, and getting that part isn't even remotely difficult. I think you can look up Alpha 2 displays, and they're pretty reasonable. So it may be that. It may be replacing the display. It could be the data lines going to it aren't making it right. So what I was assuming or hoping or thinking was it would be kind of like the boss, where you'd have a you'd have like a cap to ground, and I was like, oh, well, the cap's bugging out. Like also in the boss, we had one that was like a timing capacitor, and that was obviously fucking toast. But I don't see anything like that on here. I mean, there's they could be here, and I'm just not noticing it yet, but you're right. That could be the case too. Maybe maybe the board is a little modular, and there's some passives on there as well. Yeah, it's very possible. We'll look at it when we get to it. I kind of want to just pull this up real quick. Since I brought it up 20 times that I need to, and oh, weird. Huh. All right. Enough how do keyboards work. No, just the arrays. I thought that was kind of interesting. That's why I was like, oh. Huh. That's all. That's all. Childlike fascination. The world he could never possibly understand. Grab the cap book. 805, best year. The book of capacitance. So many memories locked up inside. Never able to get out. Scream. A raspberry Barrett. The kind that you find when you're drunk at a store. Raspberry Barrett. All right. So for this rude boy, we've got on the first list of capacitance. I see the what? Do I have it playing? It's something else? What the fuck is it playing through? What the heck? What the fuck is that coming from? What? It's going to the PC. I wonder if I hit the knob and it's like it's stuck in infinite mode. Here. No, it's playing over and over. What the fuck? It's broke. Let me see if I can figure out how to fix this. Dude. Huh. This is weird. It's kind of funny. How do I fix this? I don't know. I'm not even sure where it's stuck. I'm gonna try this out. Yeah. So it's stuck and it keeps looping it, and I have no idea. I've restarted, I've turned off. Hey, here, let me try running it again. What a weird bug. Where is that one? Dude, it's totally separate. And now there's two of them. What the fuck am I doing wrong here? It's just that effect. How do I fix this? This is a weird problem. So yeah, if I turn the PC audio all the way down, it's gone, but that loses our alerts completely. What the fuck is doing that? That's the weirdest thing. Let me see if I can see it in Task Manager. Dude, that's so weird. It's still going. Yeah, I don't know where that would be. There's a lot of things going on here. Let me see. Here, we don't need that. Well, that didn't fix it. last time it really... What the fuck is this? See, it's let me get the name of this really quick because I forgot the name of this app. Sound alerts. How you doing, Mr. X, by the way? Hey, Jacob, welcome in. I'm having this weird problem where there's just this loop of the sample, and I don't. It's something trapped in Windows, and I cannot figure it out. And yeah, I don't know what the fuck is causing this. It's really kind of annoying too. I'm just trying to. It was funny at first. Now the rage. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn it all the way off because I can't stand even hearing it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, well, here's... Let me try. I'm gonna restart the audio driver. Hopefully it'll come back. It didn't matter. Alright, I guess that wasn't as important as it looked. Yeah, I have no idea what's causing this. And I'm not sure... There, I'll just try this guy. I didn't do anything. And... Dude, I do not know what's causing that. That's driving me nuts. Try... Just try... Okay. It's not a browser window that I had open, so I'll get rid of that. It's not OBS. I think it's something in Windows, but I don't know where the fuck it would be in Windows. You know, there's like a bajillion fucking services, and I've never really delved into this world of like, where the audio lives. So, I'm looking at just tons of fucking crap here, and nothing's like jumping out. That audio loop you keep hearing. And then maybe it's highlighted a little bit. Audio device graph isolation? What the fuck is that? I can't even end it, so. I don't know, mate. I have a loop. We had a sound effect play, and now it's stuck in a loop, and it just keeps playing over and over. I have the volume turned down so I don't have to listen to it. Yeah. It's. Oh, you're talking about looking at the mixer? Let's see. Yeah, it says it's the real tech, and I already rebooted that. Which is like my hardware sound card. Yeah, it's actually gone. It's not even running, and yet I have it there in the fucking tray, so that's kind of weird. Let me see, maybe it's service. It is not showing up. Ah, damn it. See, we don't have the effects, so I have to. Guys, get ready, because things are about to get heavy. Jump up, we're gonna bump up and get down, because there ain't no clown in this here town. We got another than Sander Clipper coming with that piping hot. Won't stop, skilly bop. Oh my god, freaking hot. Welcome in, Sander Clipper. How was the stream? How was the jams? We're doing a little audio maintenance here. We've got our streaming PC, and we have like a sound effect, and it's just stuck looping it. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I can just jostle it loose by playing it again, and now it just does it twice. It's really annoying. And I'm in my Windows Task Manager just trying to find the damn thing that's doing it, and nothing good. Ooh, I just thought of, I wonder if that would, I probably wouldn't fix it. It's worth a shot though. I mean, like, this is just going over and over on the PC. It's just the PC. I can turn the mixer down and it goes away. So it's some sort of weird glitch. It's not playing out of OBS anymore. It's not playing in it. It's somewhere else, and I can't figure out where it is. So I'm looking at my task manager, seeing if I can figure out. I identified my sound card, and I killed it, and that still didn't seem to work. So I think that's a red herring. Which alerts? I don't have any alerts. Well, I could just reboot and this would go away. I'm almost positive. Well, if it doesn't, I got bigger problems. But I don't really want to do that because that kind of interrupts the flow. But I can't find the fucking thing that's doing this. Maybe I should try this. Yeah, but I can't identify what it is. Everything I think it would be it. And you know, I got to be careful. I don't want to like totally take down the stream. So I'm trying to be mindful of what I'm getting rid of, but you know, I can't tell. And I'm definitely out of practice with PC, but I'm not the. I used to do IT back in the day, but it was a long time ago. I haven't done it much. So I'm definitely out of practice, but still, you'd think you'd be able to find the goddamn audio driving shit and just kill it and restart it. So the sample plays via a browser source in OBS. But then it's acting like it's looping itself. Wait a minute, let me try something here. Now it's still coming through that one spigot. Let me try something just goofy here. Let me try just switching the outputs. Whoa, so it's playing on the digital output. I see it. Well, maybe. Yeah, it just keeps playing the same thing. Yep. And let's see, is there any way? Now there is an OBS source here. Okay, so it's OBS browser page. Ah! All right, I got an idea. This may not look pretty, but I think I have to restart. Oh my God, there's like a bajillion of them though. I guess I could use I guess the audio ones would be the ones with the most RAM. Maybe. I don't know. They all have the same fucking name. That's the problem. But I did identify it. But I think all the sounds have to come through that. So I have to. All right, we'll just try ending this task, and we'll see what happens. I tried to, and it won't. It doesn't seem to work. I think that the browser source itself is jacked up. All right, let me. Okay, that wasn't it. Oh! We're back! Ha 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 ha! It was my first guess. This is the top one. It was using the most RAM, and it had a bunch of CPU. Pretty good guess that it was running the show into the ground. All right, here, let's, let me see here. Let me fix this really quick. All right, stand by, mate. Here, we'll see if we can do it twice. We'll see if we can find a problem here. We have achieved live CPU computer troubleshooting. Wait a minute. Motherfucker! You're kidding me. It did it again. Why is it just that one? Oh shit, now I gotta find it again? Alright, I think it's this guy. Alright, let's see if it does it. That didn't work. Oh shit, that was important. Oh, great. Okay, there we go. Oh, good. It loaded back up. All right. So, we're not out of the woods yet. You're not helping. What's the highest one? Let's see, 46 mags. That's pretty good. There's another 46 mag. 42. I thought that's what I was doing. All right, I'm gonna try this one. Well, that wasn't it. I don't know what I killed. We'll find out later, won't we? Now I can't find it. I think I might admit defeat here. starting to kill all kinds of stupid stuff. Yeah, I can't tell which browser source it is. Alright. Okay, that's what that one was. This one. Yeah, I don't know. This is annoying. I'm kind of, I feel like I'm just killing the stream overall. So I keep ending tasks. And it's just, eventually it's gonna mess up the wrong thing. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Let's restart. I'm gonna restart the stream, guys. I think that's the best thing to do, rather than keep trying to play whack-a-mole with the deals. So we'll be right back, guys.